Okay, hey everybody. Uh Welcome to the call. So glad you're here. We're this is going to be a little bit different tonight, but I like different. I think different's fun, exciting, and something very odd tonight is going to happen probably because I'm seeing three people that have been a big part of my journey. And so I don't want to digress and tell my whole story because everybody's probably heard it. But since this is a recording, I'll spend just a few minutes talking about my beginning in case you might share this with someone. So I'm Datha. I'm from Alabama. You can tell by the accent. And I started Plexus 10 years ago. We were struggling financially. My husband had lost his job, and I was scrolling on Facebook. That's my story. I was scrolling on Facebook and saw a post by Candy, who is on here tonight. And this is why I'm saying I don't think these three people, us four, had been on here before. So Candy made a post that said, "Would $500 make a difference in your family's budget?" I think it said. It was just some real little graphic. And I reached out to her because I'm like, yeah, $500, I want it. So she had been in the business so short of a time. And I was like, what is it? What does it do? She was like, weight loss. And she did something very smart. She said, I will put you in touch with someone. And I'm not sure, I don't think Lisa, who's her sponsor, was available. So I had a 30-minute call with Tamara Holloway, who's on here tonight. I'll never forget it. I mean, I can just think of it, and I'm back in that office. I was a nurse. I've been a nurse for, at that time, 19 years. I took my lunch break. My surgeon that I worked for was in surgery. I went to his office, shut the door, and had a call with Tamara. She told me a little bit about the products, but that's really not what I was interested in. I wanted to know how much money she was making. I just asked the question. I was like, how much money are you making? And she just told me straight up, and I was floored. I'm in. Where do I sign? On the dotted line, right? So I joined kind of a strange way. I know most people join for the products. I joined for the business and just hit the ground running, had no idea what I was doing whatsoever, proving that you can build a business and not know what you're doing. I just started sharing organically, natural, and hit Emerald in 13 months, and then had no leadership skills, had to really learn a whole lot. And in 2020, went Sapphire in June and Diamond in August. So it was a really wild, exciting ride. I just want to give you a little recap before I talk to you guys tonight. So from 2020, everything was so great and wonderful. We decided to diversify and open some businesses. And so over the past 4 years, I have been trying to do two boutiques, also a life coaching business and Plexus. And in the middle of all that, and I talked about this on the last call, if you want the longer version of what I'm saying, I talked about going through 18 months of my husband being very sick. He did not work for 18 months, and about struggling financially because of struggling businesses. But thank the Lord for Plexus income, because that's what we had. That's all we had. So very thankful for that. And then struggling with menopause in the middle of all of that. So it was a really difficult last 18 months. And so in June, and I talked about this on the call, I'm just gonna talk about it a few more minutes, and then we're gonna jump into tonight. So this past June, Restore came out, and the liver detox, Restore combo. I did not go to convention in June, first time in 9 years that I missed it, because frankly, I was just in a very bad headspace and could not muster up the energy, courage, or worth the wall. What's that word? I always say that word wrong. I could not muster up what I needed to get there, so I didn't. But I was watching what was happening and saw that the Restore combo came out, and I decided, heck, I'm going to try it because it's new. I'm the one always going for that flashy penny. And so something happened inside of my body. It is exactly what my body needed. And I started in June and had incredible results. And the last time I did a call here on the Healthy Hangout was in August. And in August, I talked about how with the Restore combo, I had lost 17 pounds. My brain fog had went away, my aches and pains had went away, my plantar fasciitis, which is nuts that I dealt with in my heel, had went away. My mood swings they were gone. Those horrible menopause mood swings. So I had started talking about it just on my wall and in my stories. And when I was with you guys in August, I was making a plexus comeback, is what I want to call it. And so I talked about just being very excited and about how everybody's journey is their own. And so I am going to start from there. And like I said, if you want to watch the replay, when I watched it, man, I was spicy. I got fierce on that. When I watched it back, I was like, wow, I was like really barking at y'all. So tonight is going to be much different. Tonight, it's going to be like, I wish I had a cup of coffee in my hand, and I'm just going to talk to you because y'all are my Plexus sisters. And I had labeled this call the biggest lie in network marketing to get your attention, because there's some lies out there and there's some truth. So I'm going to tell you what I know. Just as a friend, I want to be really honest, like I was the last time I talked to you guys. I will say, because of the momentum that happened since June, July, August, September, June, July, August, 3 months of momentum of working really hard and signing 20 plus people. I won leadership retreat in 1 month. So I have 1,500 points just in October. So first of all, I want to tell you the 60-90-day planting rule, it works. And I really challenge you to try it. And if you want something, go after it and make sure you're doing it consistently for 60 to 90 days. But that's just a tip. What is the biggest lie that we're told? Or what is the biggest lie that we believe? And I honestly believe with network marketers, it's that we're alone. That's the lie. And we're absolutely not. But it's a lie from the enemy, because y'all, we have struggles. So the biggest lie is that you're alone in your struggles. You're alone in your fears. You're alone in your overwhelm. You're alone in your disappointment. And although that may be how you feel, it's not the truth. It's a lie. And I want to expound on something that happened with me starting in September. In September, me and 3 of my sidelines, well, my upline and 2 sidelines, decided to be we have been in a chat group together because we have been friends a very long time. So it's 4 of us. We're in a chat group together. You know, we have multiple chat groups. We all do. We have chat groups with our downline, our sideline. But this chat group is very special. And I want you to have this very special chat group. And I want you to be this person. This person that I'm just going to call you out, Lisa. Okay. This person that Lisa was for us. So we started this cruise thing. This is not the chat group. It's just a chat group. We change it every year depending on what the Emerald Extravaganza is. So it was Maui, chat group Maui. But one person in this chat group was really, really had a lot of belief that I didn't have. And I won't call out the other 2. I'm not sure if the other 2 did or not, but I don't think they did. But we had somebody in this chat group. I don't even know if she believed it, but she said it. Every day she was in there. First of all, she put a little, we're going to win this cruise. We're going to win this leadership cruise. We're going to go to Key West. And we're like, okay. I think I just said, yay. And then day 2 came. Okay, what are we gonna do? This is Lisa. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do today? Let me know what you're gonna do. I'm going to message someone. Not really. But this is the magic. Is she believed in us when we didn't have the belief for ourselves. Because sometimes it's hard and we don't have that belief. So the biggest lie is that we're alone, but it's not true. We have people out there that believe in us. It may be your upline. It may not be. It may be your sideline. It may be your best friend. But you cannot do this thing alone. It is absolutely not possible. It is not possible to do it alone. You have to have somebody in your corner. If it's just one person, y'all, if it's just one person, and if you're saying, Datha, I don't have that person, then I want you to go to your Facebook page and I want you to look at people that you're friends with, that you have things in common with. And I want you to message them and say, let's go to lunch, and go sit with them to see if that could be your person. Because I realize that not everybody has that person in their life, but I want you to find that person. And if we need to pray for that person, if you need to go on a search for that person or those people, you have to be surrounded with people that will believe in you. So her belief over day 1, day 2, by about day 10, I'm like, heck, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can sign 10 people. And so, I've got to show y'all this. Me and my belief, if you don't have a whiteboard, you're crazy. Now I made my husband our goals are up there. You got to see your goals. You got to see them. You got to write them down. You got to have people in your corner. You can do it by yourself. I'm not saying you can't. My mother always told me, she's 78 and she's a prayer warrior. And she says, sometimes you just got to pray for yourself. If there's not anybody that can pray for, just pray for yourself. So maybe you just need to say, believe in yourself, whatever that looks like for you. But for us, by 10 days in, 11 days in, 12 days in, maybe we can do it. So we started believing in each other, and we started messaging each other. And it was just something magic happened. Magic happened. And now she's believing in us for the shopping spree. And daggum, I think I said, she's already won it. I think I said, I don't know. I think we all did. The 4 of us are in there. The other 3 that were lacking the belief were like, I don't know. And I think now we're like, hey, that would be fun. Yes, we might can do it. So find that person. I know you need a plan. So I'm going to talk about something tangible, but I did want to talk about the importance of belief. Y'all, it's real. It's real. And there's a book called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself that if you've never read it, you need to get it. And it's actually it's scientific, but it's also spiritual, because when your mouth says it, your brain starts to believe it, and then you start doing things that gets you to that end and makes it happen. I mean, it's absolutely fascinating how it works. And I mean, we are the poster children of that book because we started saying it and we believed it. So I'm not saying that you can just say it. You have to do the work too. But what work did we do? This is the specific work. If you were sitting across the table from me and we were at coffee and you said, Datha, but what specifically did you do? Well, one, I had 2 quotes that I want to tell y'all that is so, oh my God, they're spot on. And they were in my email today. If you're not excited about what you're selling, your audience won't be either. So I think the first thing you need to do, I know we're the gut health company and it has changed people's lives. It changed my husband's life. Huge testimony. But why do companies come out with something new? Why does Ford Motor come out with a new car? Why does all these great companies come out with new things? It's because people are looking for the new. They just are. How many times in your town or in your city have there been a great mall and a new one opened up down the street and the old one closed because everybody was going to the new one? I can't explain the human dynamics behind that. I just know it to be true that people are always looking for the new. So I expressed this to my team last week. For the new for me was the liver detox because I'd never done one. So take a browse around the Plexus products and let's see what you can talk to your audience about that is new that you can be excited about. I am honestly so excited about the liver detox. The 20 something people that I've signed in the past few months, I'm talking about liver detox on my stories almost continuously, on my stories, not my wall, but my stories. And most of the people that I talk to, we talk about the liver detox, and I talk about my testimony menopause. It doesn't mean that that's what I end up suggesting them to take. Someone recently came over to the house and she's taking Slim and Balance is what I put her on. But find something new that's exciting that you can talk about. Maybe it's energy. Grab a hold of something. And maybe it just is the triplex and you're not going away from that. Then you need to make a new spin on it because people are looking for something new. And you need to be very open as far as business in your stories. And you need to stick with it. Remember the 60 to 90 day rule. Just test me out on this. Pick a combo of products. If it's not the liver detox and whatever it is, look in the back office, find something and talk about that specifically for 60 to 90 days. It's like you're casting your net out. And maybe you could do a review of your personal Facebook wall to see what have you been talking about. Has it been the same thing for 10 years? If it has, maybe you need to switch it up a little bit. And when you get that person and when they're trying, I made a promise to myself this go round. And it's difficult, y'all. Have you heard before in training that signing up someone and enrolling them and them starting on products was just the beginning? It's just the beginning. I made a promise to myself that in June, that whoever I signed, I would give the absolute best customer service I've ever given. And it's been a little difficult, but I've kept my promise to myself. So it's in the beginning, it's several times a week. And then I'm coming to them with new things all the time. So our team started a sugar detox today. So everyone I've signed since June got an invitation to that sugar detox. Everybody I've signed, if they're local, they get an invitation to either I'll meet them for coffee or they can come over to the house. Several of my new girls I've signed since June, I went hiking with just to make that connection. So giving the great customer service is one thing that helped me earn Leaders Retreat in 1 month because of my retention credits. They're higher than they've ever been because I gave the best customer service that I've ever gave. Okay, I'm just checking my notes, y'all. I just basically want you to know that you can do it. And I want you to know that sometimes you just go through things because life's a journey. And maybe you have a goal and you're trying to get from point A to point B, and there'll be a lot of peaks and valleys and hills and mountains to get over. And that's just part of the journey. You're never arriving. And I think a lot of times when it gets hard, we bail. And I've seen it a lot. Who has been here between 5 and 10 years? Raise your hand. Wow, that's a lot of us. And have people tried to woo me away from Plexus? Absolutely, yes, they have. But y'all, you can succeed here. You don't have to go to another company to succeed. It's hard everywhere. You know, that little saying, the grass is greener where you water it. It's really true. And with my team especially, we're just going back to the basics. I think a lot of times we get caught up in what other people are doing, but it's a truth is there'll always be somebody better than you. There'll always be somebody that's higher points than you. Tamara Holloway's in here. I'm not talking to you, Tamara. Tamara's really but you know, she's amazingly amazing. So oh, I had to say that. I love Tamara. But usually there's somebody, but you need to take that as an opportunity to learn from them. And do you, boo. I hate that saying, but I'm going to say it because I have been so guilty myself of, what's this team doing? What's that team doing? Looking at the leaderboard. Well, I wonder what she's doing, making the call. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? When we just got to figure it out for our own team and what works. Know your team, guys. And that's the part and the great part of doing this together. Do it with your team. If you don't have a team, do it with a sideline and just be authentically you. I'm looking at some people on here that are really, really good at being authentically you. And I appreciate that. And I learned so much from that. Um, so that's really all I have, but I would love to hear some questions or some input. I just want to encourage you guys that you can do this. Don't give up on Leaders Retreat if you've not won it yet. Just get yourself a magic chat group. Call a girlfriend tonight or a sideline tonight and say, let's do this together. It makes it more fun, and it just don't be alone. That's the biggest lie. And I think that's what I want this call to resonate tonight. That it's a lie that you can't do it. It's a lie that you're not smart enough. It's a lie that you're not good enough. It's a lie that you're alone. These are all lies from the enemy that's being told, and you need to recognize it immediately when you think it and say, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. So I love my sideline sisters.
Datha, I was going to say something.
Yeah.
That is so true. And I was telling myself that lie all month long last month, that I like was a failure and I wasn't going to do it, and I couldn't do it. And I was like you, like Lisa would be like, come on guys, we can do it. I'd be like, sure we can. And so just having that positive someone else who believed in me and spoke life over to me, then I was able to speak life over myself and pray, just like very specific prayers about it, and see those being answered. And I'm so thankful for our sideline group. And it was something that we put together ourselves. It wasn't something like we went to our upline and we're like, hey, you do this. We took the initiative. We found those relationships. So just like you said, people should go out and find those connections and do it. You know, don't wait around for someone else to do it for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that.
You know, what's so funny is I heard their sarcasm, you know, as I was telling them. I guess the first thing is you got to believe in yourself. But the amazing thing is when, you know, I would go in there and say, guys, we got to do it, because it's so much fun when we're all on a trip together and we all are there. Even if our husbands comes or if our husbands don't come, it's so much fun. But the beauty of this is when you get into action and things start happening, it's like a big giant boulder at the top of a mountain, and it starts rolling, and I got goosebumps, and it starts rolling, and then it starts rolling, and then it starts rolling. And then y'all, by the time there was a couple days left at the end of September, and we all took advantage of the double credits. And by the time towards the end of September, that big old boulder was just rolling faster, faster, faster. And someone would come in and say, I just signed another person up. I just got another person up. And then another person would go, I got two more people up. And it was just like when we're all in action and momentum, things happen. Like they all start happening. You cheer it on, you get energy and you energize, and you just keep on going with it. So it was just a beautiful thing to witness. And I agree with Megan and Datha's, get you some chats going and be genuine. We don't a lot of times talk about just about plexus in that chat. We talk about life. We talk about, you know, everything under the sun. It's like we're sitting down having coffee face to face with girlfriends. And it's truly the best ever. So I hope that you guys find that, you know, those people for you. So
yeah. And I do want to say too, it was very hard work. Extremely. So you need to make sure when you have those people and you're going to do this with them, that they're going to commit to doing the work, because it was a lot of work. I'm talking messaging. I was messaging like 50, 100 people, 150 people, having a notebook of follow-up. We have 4 minutes left. So I'm going to tell them about that follow-up real quick. If you've not experienced, you're not in momentum, find you a magic post, something real simple to post. I posted, I'm going to try a Liberty Talks. Has anyone done that? And that's all it was, something simple. And I had 30 people probably say, oh, I've never done one. And so you better believe every single person, I messaged them and told them what I'm doing. I wasn't pushy. I said, hey, saw you have never done one. I'm about to do one that Plexus just came out if you're interested in info. Super non-pushy. And that gave me a follow-up list to follow up June, July, August. So, and also grab a hold of something new and get a new testimony. You get new, because people, no one cares about your product. They care about what it can do for them. That's what they care about. So do new, get a new testimony. And then after 30 days, post it. And that's what I did. And more people commented. And then 30 days later, another testimony. And I need to post because I went on vacation. It's been a very chaotic 3 weeks. And I've only gained a pound back of the 17. So I need to get that off and lose 20. But anyway, it's hormone pregnancy belly. If someone wants to see my picture, I will send it to you privately, because I'm not brave enough to put it out there in the yoga pants and tank top, because I look like I'm 7 months pregnant.
But Datha, you know how many people you would get if you did that?
Girl, I'm trying to build up to it. It's so gross, but yes, I need to do that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So Datha, are we doing a giveaway?
Yeah. What do we want to do?
Whatever, it's up to you.
I would love to do a one-on-one with somebody if you want it. If you don't want it, I'll send you a $10 Amazon gift card.
Yep. So how are we gonna determine this?
Okay.
We have probably about 13 eligible on.
Okay.
Just pick a number.
7.
7. Okay, hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it can't be Megan Garrity. We'll go to the next one. If anybody else was commenting, nobody else commented. So we just randomly pick somebody on the screen. Datha, just do your finger and just pick somebody on the screen.
Who's beside of Megan, the blonde with the glasses?
That's Catherine Sims.
Okay, Catherine. She's
Yep.
so pretty.
Yep.
Just message me, Catherine, on Facebook, and we'll talk. We'll talk either about, if you want to call, we'll do a call. If not, I'll give you a gift card.
Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for showing up. We always appreciate you. And we will see y'all next week. And I'll have the recording just as soon as I can download it.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.